Good morning, students. Today, in this video, I will continue chapter number 11, Transportation in Animals and Plants. So, first of all, let's recap what we discussed in the last video. We discussed about the circulatory system that is used for the transportation of substances in our body. Second thing we discussed about blood and the components of blood, that is RBC, WBC and platelets. Children, today we will continue about the blood vessels. There are three types of blood vessels. They are arteries, veins and capillaries. So let's discuss about these three blood vessels. First of all, arteries. Arteries carry oxygen-rich blood from the heart to all parts of the body. So I think it's very clear to you. The arteries carry oxygen-rich blood from the heart to all parts of the body. They have thick walls. So there is a reason that why they have thick walls, because arteries has to pump the blood. They have to carry the blood from the heart. That's why they have the thick walls. Second is veins. So I must say that arteries are one point more about the arteries. They are red in color. Okay. Because oxygen rich blood flows through the arteries, so that are red in color. Second is veins. It carries carbon dioxide rich blood from all parts of the body to the heart. So children, here is the difference between these two. That first difference, you can say that arteries carry oxygen rich blood, and on the other hand veins carry carbon dioxide rich blood. Another difference, you can say that arteries move from the heart to all parts of the body, and veins, that are the vice versa, they carry the blood from all parts of the body to the heart. And third difference, you can write that they have thin walls, and on the other hand arteries have thick walls. And capillaries, third blood vessel is capillaries. Capillaries are very thin blood vessels which joins arteries and veins. They are very thin, like a strand of your hair. Fine, they are so thin vessels. So these are the three blood vessels in which the blood flows. Next comes pulse and pulse rate. Blood flows through the arteries at a high pressure, causing the throbbing movement called the pulse. And the number of pulse beats per minute is called the pulse rate. And if we count for the pulse rate for the normal person, it should be between 72 to 80 beats per minute. So children, you can also count your pulse rate and you can also feel your pulse. So as it is shown in the figure, it can be felt on the wrist, just under the thumb. So as shown in the figure, you can count your pulse rate. You just hold your wrist with your left hand, hold your right wrist with the left hand, and you can feel the throbbing. So that is the blood flowing in the arteries at a high pressure. And you can set the time for 1 minute and count your pulse rate. The normal pulse rate will be between 72 to 80 per minute. So you can check your pulse rate as well as your family members' pulse rate, and you can experience this, that how much pulse rate is there. So children, I think it's clear to you that blood vessels and pulse rate. Next comes that how this is a schematic diagram of the heart, that how blood is flowing in it. After that we will be discussing about the heart. Fine. So this is a schematic diagram. You can see that this is a chest cavity. Fine. Lung, structure of lung is there, and this is heart. And I had told you different color is there. This is red color, and on the other hand it is of blue color. Why it is so? So I think you know the difference. These are the arteries and these are the veins. And this part are known as the capillaries, as we have done in the last uh, video, that both capillaries and capillaries joins arteries and veins. So you can see in this diagram how the arteries and veins are getting joined by the capillaries. So let's see, the arrows are showing. Children, you are able to see the arrows. Arrows are showing the function of blood. How the blood is moving, in which direction the blood is moving. As we did in the case of arteries, we have just read the arteries. Arteries carry oxygen rich blood. So you can see in the figure how oxygen rich blood is carried out by the arteries, and that is sent to the all parts of the body. And this carbon dioxide rich blood is taken from the body and then it is sent to the heart. Heart again pumps the blood, and arteries carry that blood. So you can see the arrows, and send it to the body or the cells of that body. Fine. So in this way, the blood gets circulated in our body. Fine. So first of all, let's discuss the structure of heart. Then you will come to know. So this is the third part of the circulatory system. First part, we have discussed the blood. Second was blood vessels. And third is the heart. Heart is an organ which pumps blood to all parts of the body. Fine. And the size of heart is like our fist. Heart has 4 chambers. Upper 2 chambers are known as atria, and lower 2 chambers are known as ventricle. These 2 chambers, first one chamber this, second chamber this, 1 or 2 chambers are known as atria, and the lower chambers are known as the ventricles. And heart has a partition. There is a partition between the ventricles and atrium, so that the blood should not mix with each other. That partition is known as septum. In order to avoid that blood should not mix with each other, so there is a partition between the heart, between the chambers of the heart, that is left ventricle and right ventricle. There is a partition between them that is known as septum. So upper chambers I had already told you that are the atrium, and lower chambers are the ventricles. This is left atrium, this is right atrium, this is left ventricle, and this one is a left ventricle, this is a right ventricle. So children, arrows are showing. Again, there is a difference between the color, red color and blue color. So already I had told you, red color, what does it shows? That is oxygen rich blood, and the blue arrows are showing the carbon dioxide rich blood. So children, we can go for the diagram of heart. Better to draw the diagram of heart, and in next video I will explain in detail that how our heart works and what are the different functions of each and every part of the heart. So today we had discussed the blood vessels and the function of heart. Thank you.